Today's action item is an extension of last week's action item, where we looked at limiting factors. Last week, I presented a table with some common limiting factors that people deal with. I showed why and how each limiting factor limits progress and gave a couple of solutions for each limiting factor. This week, I simply want you to check in. First, did you identify a limiting factor or two to work on? If so, which ones did you choose? And if you did not, I'd like you to choose one now. What strategy did you employ to address the limiting factor? On a 1 to 10 scale, rate the following. How would you rate your implementation of the strategy? Did you stick to it? For example, if you were working on extending your meal time, how long it takes you to eat a meal, did you successfully add time to your average meal? How will you know when you fully address the limiting factor that you choose to work on? What will your life look like and feel like when you no longer have to deal with this limiting factor? For example, if you choose to work on consuming more whole, unprocessed foods, you might forecast that you're going to experience feeling more energy. You're going to feel better throughout the day. You're not going to have such drastic mood swings throughout the day. What strategy will you employ this week, or what new limiting factor would you like to address? Do not overwhelm yourself by trying to work on multiple limiting factors at once. If you choose a new limiting factor, either choose one from the list below or come up with your own. Then answer the questions that follow the table below as you did with last week's exercise. Again, addressing limiting factors is a marathon, not a race. Sometimes these things might clear up in a week or two. You might easily be able to start eating more unprocessed foods and consuming less processed foods, and that's awesome. Other times it might take a few weeks, months, even years of focused effort to get over some of these limiting factors.